Speaking of moving to Hoboken, New Jersey, well, today we're going to be going over everything that you need to know about Hoboken on Google Maps.
We're going to talk about how to get to Hoboken, how to get out of Hoboken, the main roads. We're going to talk about what there is to do inside. And we're going to talk about the real estate.
And restaurants.
Yeah, what there is to do. If you're new to our channel, subscribe, click the bell notification. You'll know everything there is to know about living in Jersey City, Hoboken, and surrounding areas in New Jersey itself. My name is Brianna.
I'm Adrian.
And I'm Andre. And whether you're looking to move or shop around here in Hoboken or surrounding areas of New Jersey tomorrow or 100 days from now, well, shoot us a call, give us a text, or send us an email. All our information is down below. Now we're going to kick things off with this map tour of the transportation and commuting. All right, so here we are in Hoboken. You can see this red dotted area over here. That is Hoboken. You have Jersey City across the highway. You have New York here as well. And if you just zoom right over, we're over here, right by Hudson River, just overlooking Chelsea of New York. This is the famous Mile Square City and is very much a commuter-friendly neighborhood. Let's say you're coming from another part of the world or somewhere else in America. Well, you probably are coming from the airports, right? So let's say you're coming from the airport, all right? You just hop on the plane, ready to take on the world of Hoboken, and now you are about almost 40 minutes away because it is peak traffic at the moment. So all you need to do is hop on the car. You take the turnpike right here. This is it's the road that takes you all the way there. So conveniently located throughout Jersey City and Hoboken, and right off the bat from the highway, you're in Hoboken. All right, so that's about 40 minutes. Now, if you do plan to consider commuting from the airport to Hoboken, well, you have these three transportations that you'll need to transfer over. So let's say you're starting off here in the airport. Black line over here goes to the bus 62, and that takes you to Newark, Penn Station. And if you didn't know, that is the main hub where you transport all over Jersey, and it's very much going to be a nice little station that they're renovating. That's going to be taking you to the PAV station, and see the red line over here. That is the PAV station, one of the main train stations that takes you to New York from New Jersey. And then from there, you take another PAV station. All right, so you transfer over from another PAV station. So this one goes to Exchange Place. So this is Exchange Place right here. And then you go over to Hoboken PAV station that takes you all the way to Hoboken. So that's about an hour commute. And conveniently enough, Hoboken is such a smaller neighborhood, and you can walk wherever you chose to from the station that you drop off from. All right, so that's an hour commute. So you have this about 40-minute drive and about an hour commute from the international airport. All right, so let's say you're coming from another place of the world. You might be coming down from Kennedy International Airport. This is where most international flights come to New York City. And just give a heads up, because that line outside the airport might take you some time. All right, so be prepared when you do plan to commute or take the train, because add that onto your itinerary. Getting out of the immigration might take you some time. So if you're coming from another part of the world and you have to go through immigration, just take that into consideration when you do arrive in Kennedy International Airport. That is about an hour and 30-minute drive from the airport to Hoboken during peak hours, and about an hour 30 transit. So right around the same, right? Let's start off with driving from the airport. So we're over here in the Kennedy International Airport. It's about an hour 17 drive, and all you have to do is take several highways. And one of them is the 678 North, which leads you all the way up here. If you follow this route over here, this is the 678. That leads you all the way to Manhattan. When you get to the border of Manhattan, that's the Queens Midtown Tunnel. So you go straight through the city and through Lincoln Tunnel, which is right over here. This is Lincoln Tunnel. And then you take the local routes from here. You just take Willow Avenue. Willow Avenue is right here, coming out of the Lincoln Tunnel, and boom, you're right on Hoboken. So you can tell how convenient it is when you're driving because it's right off one of the main tunnels. All right, so that's driving there. And then now you have commute. If you're gonna commute from the international airport, it's about an hour, 30 minutes from the international airport. And what you're gonna do first is you take the air train. It's about 10-minute walk from the airport. So you see the green line over here. This green line is the air train. And from there you take the subway. So it's definitely an experience to take the subway while you're in New York, if you haven't, and you take that all the way to Manhattan. So from there, you take the PAV station when you arrive to Manhattan, and you take this green line over here. That is the PAV station. So you have the Hoboken PAV station, and it takes you all the way to Hoboken. And now you arrive here in the Mile Square City. All right, so now that you guys have a good idea where you're gonna come from, if you are coming from the airport, that is how you get to Hoboken. So going back to the city, so we're over here, and one of the main reasons people do consider living here, renting here, or just having to stay here in the meantime is definitely the proximity to New York City, all right? And not only can you commute to New York City, but you can also conveniently drive there as well. So there are two main tunnels that you can take. One of them is Lincoln Tunnel, the one we spoke about earlier. This right here is Lincoln Tunnel. And then you also have Holland Tunnel right over here. So you get all the options that you can because you're right in the middle of it. Depending on the traffic, you might want to check out your GPS. And if you want to be adventurous, probably decide to bike there one day. You go all the way up to George Washington Bridge. So you're right here in Hoboken. You just take a local route and you go all the way to Fort Lee. You take the bridge over here and you go all the way down. So there you have it. That's one of the three main ways to get there. You also have the ferry system. So all the all the commuting possibilities is endless here in Hoboken. So you have all the main highways there that are gonna be going through this area as well. All right. So now you have a good idea of some of the ways to get to New York. All the ways to get from New Jersey are the highways. So let's talk a little bit about main roads here in Hoboken. Let's say you're coming from somewhere else, right? Let's say you decide to stay in the west coast of New Jersey, somewhere Morristown, right? And decide to go to Hoboken. Well, there's plenty of highways they can take there, right? And if you look over to Hoboken, you see the 78 over here. So take the 78 from here, and that leads you all the way to, where is it? South? Let's see. So you take the 78 all the way from here, and they're cut right here. So you see the 78 from here. This is the turnpike, and leads you all the way out from other parts of New Jersey, and it goes all the way to Hoboken. You might see a lot of traffic because people are going to be coming all across New Jersey into the tunnels. So you're just right off those busy areas. You also have the 139 highway, which is right here. This is one of the main highways that you take to Hoboken, and that's from Jersey City. So you see all these main roads that are crossing to New York. That is something you have to keep in mind when it's during rush hour and you have to take alternative routes. All right, so you have all the main highways there. When you are in the city, some of the main roads here, and Brianna will go over a little bit more where the nightlife and stuff are, but Washington Street right here is where all the restaurants and cafes are. If you want to catch up with a friend or meet up with some people, this is where you're most likely going to be in Hoboken. You also have, all right, so now that we are here in Hoboken and you guys are familiar now with the highways that take you to Hoboken, now we can go a little bit over the commute system here. So one of the main things that Hoboken has are the bus, the light rail, and some free services that they offer as well, and we'll go over in a bit. So let's start off with the bus station. If just look over here in the transit system and you zoom in, you have all these bus stops that leads you all throughout Hoboken, and these bus stops can all take you all the way either up or out of Hoboken, because one of the main stops of the bus that goes to New York City. So the bus that goes to New York City is going to be going from Washington Bridge and they will be stopping by Hoboken. So you do have a bus that goes all the way to New York City, and you also have buses that take you to all parts of Jersey. For example, it's going to be taking you to Jersey City over here. You also have a bus that takes you all the way to up north in North Bergen, or even crossing to where American Dream Mall is. It's right by, or even crossing to where the area of American Dream Mall is, one of the biggest malls in Jersey, and you go all the way up, all to Secaucus. So plenty of bus stops over there. Besides having the bus stations, you also have the light rail. And if you look over here on the green line, this green line over here, that is the light rail station, and that takes you either all the way to Union City area, North Bergen area. So to give you this line right here represents light rail station. So you can tell that it takes you all the way from Union City to Weehawken, to Hoboken, and then back to Jersey City all throughout. Conveniently located in Hoboken, you have that right where the main terminal is. And then now you have the city bike that takes you all throughout Jersey City and Hoboken, and they also operate in New York. One of the main transport systems of New Jersey is the Hoboken terminal. So zoom out over here. This is Hoboken terminal right here. Hoboken terminal takes you in most parts of New Jersey, and not just Jersey City or West Bergen area or North Bergen area, but it also comes all the way from either south, west, and up north. They're all going to be coming down here. So for example, our office even has their own train station that goes from the office in Ridgewood to Hoboken. So you can take that all across from Jersey up in north, west, or south. And before wrapping things off here with the commute system, one cool thing that Hoboken has is this little bus program that's offered free, and it's called the Hop. And if you just search the Hop on Hoboken, it gives you a live feed of the bus that takes you all across Hoboken. And for example, the yellow line, it represents for senior citizens. You also have the blue line, which is just a short route over here, and the green line. So depending on where you plan to go in Hoboken, you can definitely take one of these free bus rides throughout the neighborhood. All right, so now that you guys have a good idea of the commute and how to get to Hoboken, now we'll go over what to do in Hoboken.
So let's talk about the things that there is to do in Hoboken. Hoboken is quite small. However, you do have a bustling street, which is Washington Street. Now, Washington Street is where you would go to hit up all the restaurants, the nightlife, and even shop around for groceries, and they even have some thrift stores here. And if we move to the north of Hoboken, we have some restaurants on the off street on 14th Street. So this is where you're coming in from Journal Square and the north side of Jersey City, and the north side of New Jersey. They even have a Trader Joe's right here. And so this is where you would find all the restaurants that you need, the eateries, shopping, and whatnot. There are other restaurants outside of Hoboken. Hoboken has a large range of nightlife. So if you wanted to go to an off street in Hoboken, you can go to one of these, an artisanal pizza shop, Shaka kitchen, and small places like this. It's really cute at night too when you go around on these off streets and you walk in the residential areas and you find small shops between the residential areas, and it's nice to be away from the main road sometimes. As you can see, there's a grocery here right off the main road on Jefferson Street. And now let's talk about the parks. So most of the parks here you will find are along the waterfront. So there are numerous parks. Here we have Maxwell Place Park, Elysian Park, Sinatra Park, Pier C, and Hudson River Waterfront Walkway. We did review some of these in our neighborhood tour if you're interested in seeing them. Let's just take a walk or look through the pictures of what's going on. So you can see the view of New York City, and there's plenty of greenery as well, which is the amazing thing. You find the best of both worlds. There is a small beachfront here that you can actually go on. It's the city at night. Watch the boats pass by. And some other things to do here is that you have the Hoboken Historical Museum. Besides the parks, we do have the Hoboken Historical Museum. So if you're into history and you want to find out more about the history of Hoboken, it's in this beautiful walkway with the two arches here. This is what it looks like inside, a fisheye view. We talk all about it in our neighborhood tour as well. There is a fire department museum as well. And you bring your kids here so they can experience what it's like to be a firefighter. No, I'm kidding. And that's about it for now. But as you can see as I zoom in here, on First Street you have restaurants. It's just a place where you can get together with your family and explore. It's like Andre said, really walkable, so you can go anywhere and find whatever cuisine that you like. You have Italian food, you have Benetudino, you have bagels, you have pizza, you have a pub, and Elysian Cafe, the Hive, you name it. You can find anything here in this small mile square of Hoboken. And other than Washington Street, you have a main road here, Willow Avenue, and it's more quiet because it does have more residential buildings here, but as you can see, there are still restaurants, and you can find thrift shops along this avenue as well. Super cute. Alrighty, now you can see these beautiful buildings. Adrian will go ahead and talk about the real estate market, what's going on in terms of that.
All right, so we're gonna go over the real estate here in Hoboken. You might be surprised to see how high the prices are in Hoboken compared to Jersey City. And that's because of how easy it is to get to New York City from Hoboken. As Andre and Brianna have said it in the past, transportation here is super easy. And let's get to it. So the median home price per square feet in Hoboken at the moment is $866 per square feet, while the median home sold price is $810,000. The average home value in Hoboken is $794,910, while the median list price is over $1,188,000. So there's a reason why, and like we've said, Hoboken has all the amenities. One of the main things that we are not going to overlook is Stevens Institute of Technology, and that's one of the main reasons why Hoboken prices have gone up the way it has, because it's a college town, but also not only that it's a college town, but Stevens Institute of Technology is a highly sought after college that most students who want to focus on STEM fields go to. So that's the reason why Washington Street is the way it is, and how lively it is at night is because of the festivities here that's brought up by Stevens Institute of Technology students. All right, besides that, Hoboken has many plans to redevelop the area, but most important, they're focused on making sure that it's eco-friendly, and they have a lot of plans for that. So let's look at what properties are going on in the market right now. So we'll start with the $100,000 to $500,000 homes in Hoboken that have sold in the past 90 days or are still active right now. So we're just gonna take a look at it. All right, so in that price point, in the past 90 days, you have 10 properties that has been active or sold. And here to this side, this column, you'll see what the prices are going for. Let's take a look at what's sold for under $500,000 in Hoboken. So this one's pretty neat. It's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath right? This one listed for 475, and obviously they ended up listing it for a little bit higher price and sold it at $470,000 in just over a month, which is very quick, especially for a market like Hoboken, where the average days of market is about 54 days. So this 1 bedroom, 1 bath, it's 631 square feet total. You have a monthly fee of $370, and the estimated taxes is $5,563. Before we go take a look at the pictures, let's see where it is in proximity to everything else and what amenities might be nearby. So it's in Willow Avenue. You're very close to Washington Street. You're right there from Stevens Institute of Technology. And pretty much wherever in Hoboken, this is kind of like central Hoboken. You're like in between everything else. You're in between upper and lower Hoboken, right? So a sweet location. So 712 Willow Avenue. Let's take a look at the pictures. This is your living room as soon as you enter. Obviously, this is very vibrant, right? Someone's living here right now, but you can always paint it the way you want it to paint. I personally like the colors myself. Nice wooden hardwood floors. You have a decent view of another building right in front of you. It looks like you're in a top floor, number 5, and this is the layout of the property, right? So as soon as you walk in, you're presented by the eating kitchen, and then you walk into the living room. It's another space here. There's a division wall, right? And then there's a hallway that takes you to a closet and your bathroom and the master bathroom, which is right here. 712 Willow Avenue. So this is your living room. You have so you have your living room, decent amount of space. This is your eating kitchen. You have laundry and dryer hookup right there. You know, the kitchen can need, the kitchen does need a little bit of updating. I personally think that the cabinets themselves are still in very good condition. Something that's popular among developers is just sanding down these cabinets and spray painting them, or just painting them straight up and adding your own hardware, and that'll make a whole world's difference. So this is the partition that we're talking about, separates the living room and the living room and the kitchen. This is your bathroom. Okay. So it's definitely on the older side, as you can see, but it definitely needs a little bit of touch up. But nonetheless, it's still a very cozy property for $470,000 in Hoboken. So let's take a look at what's going on in the $500,000 range all the way up to $1 million. So a lot more options. You have 48 properties here that have sold or active in the market right now. So let's pick something random here. All right, so we're gonna go over this property right here at 659 First Street. We're gonna take a look at it where it is in the map. This is unit 408. You're in the western side of Hoboken, right? Which is nice because you have access to the highways heading towards Heights, Jersey City, and the light rail station. We're here in 2nd Street. So this is where it is, just so you guys know what's going on here. Right there. So this is a 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, full baths. It's 1272 square feet, number 4 level, for almost $10,000 in taxes. Your monthly fee is $457. This is your kitchen as soon as you walk into the property. A little more updated, nice open floor layout. I really love the amount of recessed lights they have all over the ceiling, right? It really brightens up the entire room. Nice little custom cabinets here, shelving built in already with the unit. So it's a 2-story, as you can see, condo. So more angles of the space. This is your first bathroom. This one's on the modern side. Wallpaper. This looks like the first bedroom. Okay. You have a nice view of the city on the 4th floor. Large walk-in closet. You can't really see kind of like at the size of it, but with the amount of clothes here, you can just see how much things it can fit. Master bedroom. Again, you still have that nice layout, and the master bathroom. And your in-unit laundry and dryer. So it does come with a parking space right there. They're overviewing kind of like the owner's parking space right now. And a garage that, you have a remote control that you have access to it. And your patio. So these are all of your amenities. You have a backyard, gym, and there it goes. So let's look over everything over $1 million. See what's going on there. So you have 47 properties over $1 million. Maybe we can go and be outrageous and see what the most expensive property is. All right, so we're looking over this property at 720 Clinton Street. Let's take a look at it where the map it is. So you're close to where 712 Willow Avenue is. So you're in central Hoboken, you're close to everything, all the amenities, everything's walkable. You know the jam. This one is a 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 1 half bath. This is monthly fee of $18.19 and total square feet of 2001. And this one has 1 car parking. Again, it's a penthouse listed for $3,750,000. And you have your common amenities. You have a community room right here. You have a concierge, doorman, elevator, exercise room, health club, play area, pool, security storage, wash and dryer room. You have a shared backyard, and you have public rooftop, and you also have your own private rooftop, which is neat. Let's take a look at the pictures. So this looks like your public rooftop, right? You have a beautiful view of New York City skyline. And oh my goodness, this property is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful waterfall island in the middle of the living room and the kitchen. You have recessed lights arranged symmetrically on the ceiling. You have a interesting light fixture right there. Again, you have 90-degree view of the entire Hoboken skyline. You have amazing floor-to-ceiling windows, which looks like it can open up to what looked like a private rooftop. So let's take a look at it here. Wow, look at this view right here during the sunset. Custom fridge with the cabinet matching the cabinets. You have what looks like quartz backdrop, corks backsplash on your kitchen. You have lightwood accents everywhere. So this is really a beautiful, what looks like a Japanese themed apartment. At least they got inspiration from that with the light wood. This is your first bedroom. Oops. This is your first bedroom. I'm a big fan of using this type of fixture in the bedrooms because it casts a really nice shadow at the top, which doesn't illuminate the bedrooms too much, where it's not so bright and kind of oversaturated or saturating the entire place. So a few more lamps here will really add for a really nice mood and ambiance. So again, penthouse, you have this beautiful view of the rooftop. This is one of the bathrooms. You have a jacuzzi right there. Oh, you have a tub right there, standing shower. So you and your partner can do both if you guys both like one or the other. You know what I'm saying? You guys can both be in the bathroom. All right? You and Mrs. or Mr. or whoever can both be brushing your teeth here at the same time. Oh yeah. Double sink for the win. Second bedroom. All right, we got this little upside down candle light fixture going out there. Same size bedrooms, right? What looks like, and this is the master bedroom. Ooh, that's nice. I like this little feature, right? They added this kind of like chair on the window themselves by the rooftop. And here, there's another bathroom right here. And this is another bathroom right there. Oh, look at that. It's another rooftop. Oh, it's a rooftop, but lit up. I like that, actually.
It's the same public rooftop.
The same public rooftop.
like.
Let's go see the private rooftop, shall we? All right.
That's
All right, there we go.
private.
There we go. This is a nice private rooftop. Imagine just sunbathing here. I know Hobokeners love their tans, right? Brianna tan.
Not a Hobokener.
Not a Hobokener, but you know, it rhymes. Wow, look at this property. So they really got the ambience down. This is the layout right here. Beautiful property. Lounge, You have a pool for your property, right? This is nice. Waterfall, or what do you go? Infinity pool. Nice feature for the summer coming up. There we go. Public access. Playrooms, theaters, children playroom, the gym, the yoga mat, the yoga room. Oh yeah. Well, I'll definitely buy that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that we educated you enough to make a decision whether Hoboken is right for you or not.
Thanks for joining us today. It was a pleasure showing you guys around. If you're new to our channel, tap the bell notification, subscribe so you can see what's going on in Hoboken and around town. Again, my name is Brianna.
I'm Adrian.
And I'm Andre. And whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, shoot us a call, give us a text, send us an email. All our information is down below. We'll see you on the next property tour, neighborhood tour, you name it. Let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Again, thanks for tuning in.
See you guys.
Peace.